Hey B, how's it going?
Good. How are you today?
Doing well. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I'm very excited to chat. I really dig your new single, Revenge.
Thank you.
And yeah, I like that it explores, the dark side of humanity. Because I feel like
Mhm.
at this point it's something we're all coming to realize, with, cell phones and social media. It's kind of
Yeah.
hard to avoid these days.
No, absolutely. I think what everything that's been going on right now has shown us all a different side of ourselves and a different side of the people we know. And I think that's kind of some of the things we like to explore.
Yeah, absolutely. And I also love the juxtaposition of the song because I mean it's heavy, but it's also catchy and upbeat at the same time. So having those dark lyrics with the sound, it's kind of cool.
Thank you. I mean, that's I think a common theme with lots of our music is just kind of exploring that contrast between duality and between good and evil. And I think even sonically, that becomes a theme of how do we make something heavy in content, but maybe sometimes um, catchier or more commercial in form. And I think Revenge is, to me, one of the things that we've done so far that really sort of hit a sweet spot in my head of what I really wanted this band to be and what kind of direction I wanted to go in.
Absolutely. And so you guys are gearing up for the release of your second EP. What can people expect from it? Are you collaborating with other rock artists?
Yeah. No, it should be cool. We're still taking a page out of the book that we did the first time around with our first EP, Idolatry, and we're gonna have a couple covers, a couple special guests. We got something really cool in the works. I can't announce the special guest yet, but we got a really cool cover of "Loser" by Beck.
Oh, wow.
That's finished and ready to go, and it's got a really spectacular special guest on it. So you're going to hear that. That's even going to probably be at radio and stuff. So we're really excited, and this project's really just been a great outlet to collaborate with our friends and with people we like working with, and we really use it as a vehicle for that. I mean, we haven't been able to play any shows. We pretty much launched our band, only a couple months before COVID. Um, so working in the studio, working on videos, working on some upcoming live stream stuff has kind of been the only way we can explore this all musically right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to ask you if you are hoping to eventually, take the music on the road once, it's possible.
I've gone back and forth with that. I think no matter what we do, I want it to be really, really unique and really good, really exceptional, and something worth watching. I've really enjoyed some of these live streams and things that I've watched over the last year because it showed just a different side of maybe what's possible from an entertainment point of view and from just an art point of view. I've seen some people do some really artistic and abstract and just cool things that, I mean, you can't even do at a regular show easily. So I'm excited to do some of those things first and kind of more than anything spearhead some of the live stuff we're doing visually through an online medium first. And I think wherever I end up popping up, it will be something unique. Like I'm less interested in playing a show down the street at our local venue. More interested in appearing on a wrestling pay-per-view, or doing something that has a little more spectacular of a stage and production and things like that.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool. Because I mean, you already had, a song featured in, was it AEW?
Yeah, AEW is kind of a new promotion that popped up about a year ago. It's been doing exceptionally well. They have over 1 million viewers every week on TNT every Wednesday on for AEW Dynamite, and we had the really awesome opportunity to create a theme song for one of the most famous wrestlers, John Moxley. So that's actually the first song we put out as a band. It's not the first song we recorded, but it just was the first thing we had to rush to release for the show. So It's really connected us with the wrestling world and that segment of people as a fan base. And we've kind of just springboarded off of that. And I think that the music and the look and the image and stuff, obviously, that I have going on really fits within that world good. So I think wrestling fans have taken to it quite well. The trick is getting it to everybody else.
Yeah, actually, I was reading the comments on the YouTube video for Revenge, and a lot of people were saying that song should be used in, AEW again or other wrestling things.
It's really crazy how awesome wrestling fans are and how active and passionate they are. And I can tweet about anything wrestling related on our Violent Idols account, and we get just tons of replies and comments and retweets and everything. And it's just a really passionate group of people. They really championed us. And considering the first song we put out was the wrestling theme song, and it's an instrumental, we didn't really know how people were going to respond to the rest of the stuff that we were to release. And so far, everything's been really great. Everyone's been really supportive.
Yeah, it seems like a great community. And how was the experience making the music video? Do you enjoy making music videos?
Every music video is fun to do when you're watching it after. But I think for me, anytime I'm doing a video, it's kind of nerve-wracking a little bit. I mean, I think there's a part of me that I like control, and when I'm in the role of being in a music video, I don't have the control anymore. I can't see what I'm doing. I can't see how it looks on camera. It's much different than, say, making music and being able to form every part of it, myself along the way. With a music video, it's kind of every time I'm doing a music video in my head, I'm always like, how is this going to turn out? What's it going to look like? Does all my stuff I'm wearing look cool enough, or does it look campy or whatever? And then usually afterwards, I mean, I worked with the same guy, and he's really made me feel comfortable, Stefan Orozco. And after an hour or something, he shows me some stuff on the camera, right off the camera, and immediately I'm like, oh, that actually looks cooler than I thought. And I feel better about it, and kind of let go and get looser with it. But it's a whole different ballgame, definitely. Approaching the visuals of this stuff than it is just music.
Well, I think it came out pretty cool. So
thank you. It was a really cool setting. Thank you. It's a really cool setting, and we're always looking for cool environments we can film videos in kind of easily. We don't have insane budgets, so it's always kind of, how do we make something simple that just has a cool look to it and still sort of takes you into another world. And I think that's what the look is about, and that's what the mask and the paint and the lights, the red lights and stuff like that. I mean, it's kind of that's part of us just establishing our own little universe.
Well, I think that's really cool. And I read that some of your influences are Nine Inch Nails and Alice Cooper. What would you say are some of your favorite deep cuts from them? Because I only know their hits, so I'm curious if you could recommend some deep cuts.
Alice Cooper is an easy one for me because first record I ever bought was an Alice Cooper record as a kid, and it's not one of his more popular records. It's from one of his least popular records, from one of his least popular phases that he went through. It was kind of during his new wave years rather than his metal years. So it's a record called Flush the Fashion, and there's a really, really good record after that called Zipper Catches Skin.
Oh, wow. Sounds painful.
It's a great title, right? And stuff. So anyone that's even thinks they've heard Alice Cooper before, go listen to Zipper Catches Skin or Flush the Fashion, and you probably haven't heard that side of him before.
Probably not.
I mean, Nine Inch Nails. I'm a huge Nine Inch Nails fan, and I'm bad with song titles, to be honest. But I've always loved. I love all the records, but I love some of the earlier ones, like The Fragile is one of my all-time favorite albums, and any song on that record's good. Like I can just listen to that record all the way through, or put it on halfway through and enjoy any track off there.
Cool. Thanks for the recommendations. Because I find that a lot of my bands I like, when I kind of dive into their discography, I find like their lesser known stuff is the stuff I like the best, you know?
Yeah, I think there's a case to be made for that. I mean, even as an artist, you know, sometimes when we know we're going to put out a single or something that we're going to, you know, center extra attention around and extra promotion around, you know, you want to make sure it's something that's going to connect easily with the people that come across it in passing. So, you know, you lean towards maybe some of your more commercial songs or some things that are just more readily palatable, I guess, let's say, you know, which can be tough for us because I think that we're not always that palatable, even in our most commercial, but you know, when you know for sure something's not going to be a radio single and it's not going to be, you know, the big one, let's say, you tend to take more chances, more risks, maybe do some things that are more interesting and off the beaten path of territory you've gone in before and stuff. So I think the same goes with any artist, and they're the B-side, their deep cuts, I think, you know, can often be more interesting to a fan who's already kind of gotten through that first phase of initiation by falling in love with the single. Now they can get into the deeper stuff.
Right. And what would you say is your favorite concert memory that you remember?
Well, I would have to say my first one, because it was Kiss, and you know, I think there's a big aspect of what I'm doing now that would have never probably happened ever if Kiss had not existed and had I not seen Kiss. I mean, I think you know, no one's really done it better than them as far as combining, you know, characters with music, with lifestyle, with just art and culture and everything. And you know, even if they're not the most profound artistic band and, you know, poetically or musically, I think they really did something original, and without them there wouldn't be a Slipknot, there wouldn't be a Rob Zombie, there wouldn't be, you know, Mushroomhead, Marilyn Manson, whatever. I think they really kind of paved that way. There wouldn't be a Violent Idols.
Yeah, I would say they definitely had an impact. I mean, there was even a movie that included them. I think it was Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the feeling of just seeing it for the first time, and I was probably 10 years old or something, and just seeing the fire and the smoke and the blood and the paint, and you know, it was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and still to this day. I mean, I think anyone who's never seen Kiss, if you have an opportunity to, I always say just go check out the show with an open mind, because you'll never see anything quite like that, that well done all around.
Yeah, I can imagine it's quite an experience. I've never seen them live yet, but I've heard a lot of people talk about seeing them live and saying it was such a memorable show.
You know, it's the same reason I like wrestling, and I tell people the same thing about that. If they've never been to a live wrestling show, it's a whole different experience, and you don't even have to like wrestling to go to a live wrestling show and have an awesome time. I mean, you'll immediately just find yourself caught up in the characters and the drama and the just the energy of the crowd. I mean, it's often more times about the crowd than it is even what you're looking at, and that's just a cool thing. It's a cool thing to be able to engage with something and kind of just lose yourself and lose a sense of reality and time and space and everything. And I think you can do that at a Kiss show or a wrestling show, and hopefully at a Violent Idol show.
Definitely. No, I would love to see you guys live. You know, I'm here in Boston, so whether it's here or somewhere else.
Well, we got a lot of fans on the East Coast. Lots of the wrestling shows where AEW ran the shows have been on the East Coast. So we're building up there faster than anybody. So I wouldn't be surprised if we make our way that way eventually.
Yeah, that would be cool. So to wrap up, what should people be on the lookout for? You said, you know, potentially the cover of Beck, Loser?
Yep, the cover of Loser by Beck. Yeah, I think that's going to be the next thing we put out. We don't have an exact release, but it should be within the next few weeks. So we'll definitely post a ton about it. Make sure you follow us on our websites, our socials. Just look up Violent Idols on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. all those places, or you can go to violentidols.com. Revenge is kind of the first song of phase 2 of the next batch of music we're putting out. So whether it leads up to another EP or an album, we're not even sure yet. We got a bunch of songs already finished, and we're just kind of taking it one at a time. I mean, it's been really nice putting out one song every 6 to 8 weeks, and giving people a chance to kind of focus on one thing. And yeah, we're just gonna keep on doing that throughout 2021.
Awesome. Well, that's really exciting for you guys, and I'm loving what I'm hearing so far. So I can't wait to, see your rendition of, the song "Loser."
It's cool, but it's not a song you kind of expect to be like heavy metal-fied.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like very curious to.
But it's cool, and I think the special guest that's on it will really ties it together, and will make a lot of sense and excite a lot of people and stuff. So to me, it's one of the Revenge was the song I was most excited about until now. Loser by Beck, our cover of it. It's really cool. It's really awesome. I'm really excited.
Nice. Well, I really appreciate your time. It's been a pleasure chatting.
Yes, definitely. Thank you for having me.